Good thing I turned the mic on a minute and 30 seconds into this intro sesh. All right, so I look a little disheveled. I literally just showered. I went out and walked the dog earlier today, but I wanted to hop on and do my intro before I started on the whole face for this particular video. Kind of wanted to do something a little different since I will be doing kind of like my usual face. I did bring out a few newer items, so I might hop on and actually like talk to you about them and how I feel about them throughout. Back to my regular filming schedule. I typically film on Fridays, but I do have, you know, a job aside from, aside from spending my free time with you all here on YouTube. I do have a job, and Fridays are typically my filming days. So because of the holiday, I had to work on Friday, so I didn't have a chance to film. So that's probably why you've seen like a lot less of me here on YouTube during the month of November due to, like the holidays and stuff. I think I have freed up all of my Fridays so that I can continue to film for you all. I just showered. I haven't even done a skincare routine. I just got my filming set up. So I just set it up after walking my little baby boy. We've actually had some rain here and it's really nice. So he's been cooped up and he got a nice little walk today and he was so excited. So we did that this morning. I showered. I washed my hair for you guys. And I haven't done my skincare routine, so that's why I look a little dull and lifeless. But I will get that done. I don't know if I will include it in the video, but what we are working on today is the Natasha Denona Mini Star Palette, which I hauled a couple of videos ago. So I haven't even like touched this or swatched this at all. But this is what we are working with today, and she is beautiful. So depending on how this palette does for me today, I might be adding the gold palette to my collection. I went over and they have it actually by the Sephora where I work, and oh my gosh, that palette just swatched so beautifully. So I will be filming a look on this, maybe do some swatches for you, kind of give you my first impressions on this palette. Oh, I'm such a hot mess today. Yeah. Okay, so I'll probably let this charge while I do my skincare routine, and then I will fast forward through a few of the things here. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. So I did my foundation. I don't know why I look so terrible today. I've been really loving this combo here by Makeup Forever. This is the Ultra HD Invisible Cover Foundation and the Matte Velvet Skin. I think I've been wearing it for the last 2 weeks, right underneath my Pores No More Pore Refiner Primer by Dr. Brandt, and it's really been, I don't know, I've just really been liking it, and I've been really busy at work too, fully booked like every day, which I'm very, very thankful for. So my foundation lasts all day. So yeah, I've been really loving that, and I did apply it with my beauty blender, and I wanted to try within this video as well something I hauled maybe like a couple of videos ago as well, the Too Faced Born This Way Super Coverage Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I purchased mine in the shade Natural Beige. Now I haven't used this, but I've had it in my drawer for like a very long time. Oh, I don't know if this palette has like a lot of fallout, so I don't know what's gonna happen. But yeah, I'm gonna use this little guy to conceal because wow, do I look like a hot mess express here today. So we'll do that for now, and I'm gonna use my beauty blender to set. I will be using my Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. This might be one of my favorite powders of the year, actually. For those of you who have tried Shape Tape, do you like this concealer better than Shape Tape, or is Shape Tape better than this? Let a girl know. So far I am liking what I'm seeing. That looks amazing. Wow, you guys, this is amazing. I love this. First impressions, I love this. See how it does with this setting powder and how everything else goes. So that is set. I of course did not wash my brushes, but I'm going to be using them anyway. I've been really loving this ColourPop brush. I did order, I think I ordered these, an additional set of these from ColourPop just recently for Cyber Monday. We're gonna be dipping into this palette here. Isn't she a beaut? There is no brow shader, so I dug into my pile of stuff and I found all of these MAC shadows that I have and I haven't used in forever. So I'm gonna dip into one of these. So I'm gonna dip into BLANC type here, and I'm gonna use that as my brow bone shade. So I'm going to take BLANC type on an E40 and I'm just going to place that on the brow bone. This area here as well I really like. Are they showing up for you? I feel like they're not showing up for me. And then we'll do, I mean, I'm sure this look has been created like 5,000 times, but for the sake of this kind of first impression, I'm just gonna create whatever look I want. I want to like use all the shades, but I don't think I can, or maybe I can, and we'll see, we'll see. So I'm gonna dip into, I think this is the shade Earth, and I'm gonna work that into the lower brow bone space. So it is a little powdery, hello, and look at how much product is on my brush. I'm gonna tap off the excess here, and then as per usual, I will start to focus the shadow here on the outer brow space. Okay, a lot of color payoff. Hello. And I've got to say, I'm back on keto. After Thanksgiving, I was feeling like crap. I had to have like Alka-Seltzer every night so that I could go to sleep. Oh my god, I was feeling so bloated. Oh, these are beautiful shadows. So pretty. So I'm gonna take the Morphe M433 and I'm gonna dip into Addict here. That's how much shadow is on my brush. Tap off the excess. And I'm gonna work that into the outer crease. Ooh, this shade is... And I'm gonna bring whatever is left on the brush into the inner, close to the inner corner, but not all the way. I'm gonna take our tapered blending brush here, and I'm just gonna blend everything that is on the eye without picking any additional product. I'm gonna take more of the shade, what is this? Earth? So because I haven't used a shade like this, at least I don't believe, like this shade. I think this is called Cosmo or Orion. I will update it somewhere along the screen here. I'm gonna use this shade all over the lid. And I'm gonna place that over the lid with the Sigma eye shading brush, the E55. That is pretty. You obviously cannot see that. Oh, I wonder what happens if you use it wet. I'll try to use it wet. Watch me just mess this shit up. Well, it's definitely showing up a lot more now that I have wet my brush with MAC Fix Plus. I'm gonna try to zoom you guys in a little bit. This is a very pretty color. I am digging. I think I want to do the golden shade. That's pretty. I'm gonna build on the crease shade here a little bit to add a little bit more dimension. Okay, and then with a pencil brush, it's not a clean pencil brush, I'm going to take the neutral shades and work those into the lower lash line. Oh, I really like that shade. With my smudge brush, the Sigma E21, I'm going to take that darker brown shade. Start at the outer edge here and work whatever is left over on the brush here on the inner corner. Okay, so I think I'm gonna add more of the golden shimmer into this space here. 4 more glitters. And I'm gonna bring more of it into the lower lash line to kind of blend into what we just smoked out. Alright, we'll do the same thing on the other eye off camera. But I am back. I did my brows. I used the ColourPop Bangin Brunette brow color. I also put on some Ardells. I did line my waterline with the Sephora black liner. And I did also apply some bronzer, and I did apply my ColourPop bronzer, which you've seen me use a number of times, so I didn't want to add this to the video. But I am going to use some of these MAC blushes that I forgot I had. And I think I'm going to dip into Peaches. Let's hope it works. It still hurts. Just a little. And for a highlight, I'm going to use the NARS Banc Sable palette, and I've been loving this shade a lot recently. I can't get enough. I'm using a Morphe brush for that. I'm just packing it on today. And now to finish off the look, I think I want to do What's Your Sign by ColourPop. I know this isn't like, you know, a novel makeup look, but let's talk about the shadows. I like them, actually. I think this palette is super cute. It's very compact. I feel like, I mean, I don't know when this came out. I haven't really been following NATASHA DENONA because I know she is pricey. But I'm really excited that I have this in my collection. I really like the look. I created the shadows were easy to work with. And I feel like there's a number of looks that you can create with this mini palette. And I like that they are mini because I do, you know, I have a number of palettes where I don't think I'll ever be using, you know, the entire thing before it expires. This is paraben free and it's not tested in animals, and it is made in Italy. Cool. That's amazing. I have actually been paying more attention to Natasha Denona's Instagram, and I think she creates some very beautiful, beautiful looks. Very, very inspiring, of course. So yeah, I think based on the look that I created and based on my experience with working with the shadows today, I am definitely more excited to be purchasing the gold palette. I still don't know if I want to like actually finalize the purchase. It's like $100 and some odd. But I just might, because I really do like how the shadows performed and I really do like the look that I created. I have been absolutely loving smoky looks. Let me know how you feel about Natasha Denona eyeshadows. If you have tried them, in the comment section down below. I'd love to know your experience. Let me know your thoughts. I know $100 and some odd is expensive, but you know, you do have these super cute minis that you can purchase and not feel too guilty about, you know, like $25. This is so cute that I do really like the color selection with this, and I like it. That does it for today's video on the Natasha Denona Mini Star Palette. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of chatty first impressions on the Mini Star Palette. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and also be sure to add me on all of your other social media platforms. I will link my handles down below, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye! You know, like when you get home and your dog is like super excited to see you. And he's like, "Mommy, Mommy, you're home." And then you're like, "Ah!" And then you just hit yourself. That's what happened. That's exactly how it happened. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video on the Natasha Denona. What? Really?